what's up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook fam? It's your host with the most, the face that runs the place. The champ that runs the camp is back with another video. Before we get into the meat and potato of today's video, guys, please show my social media links some love. I'll pin them in the description box below. Without further ado, guys, let's talk about the person on screen right now besides myself. To my right is Crimson Cure. So the Crimson Cure is someone that I've watched for a couple years now. She's got some pretty interesting viewpoints on things when it comes to relationships, the black community, etc. Someone sent me a link to this video, and I just wanted to react to some of it, not all of it, because I want y'all to go to her page and watch this, and I'll link her page and the original link for the video in the description box below as well to give her all the credit. But this video, I believe, is titled Women Don't Care What Men Want, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to take a look at this. We're going to react to this. Let me know what y'all think about this, and let's get the show on the road. And before we get started, I don't have my clicker yet. I still got to work on getting my clicker, so I ain't got to get up and do this. But we're going to edit right quick in 1, 2, and 3.
Doesn't matter. In this feminist-driven society, what men have wanted, what men have needed out of relationships, out of women, has been so diminished and criticized, and they've been told they don't really have any needs and all of these sorts of things. As that it's basically that women just don't care. Women don't care what men want. It doesn't matter, especially not enough to implement. The lady on the end actually said that. So I've asked and been told what men want in relationships, only to ultimately not do or not care enough to actually implement what was being said to me and what was being told to me. So these women are getting into relationships. They are supposedly asking gaslighted questions to men about what men want and what men want and need in relationships, only to then poo-poo it away. Okay, whatever. I don't care what you want. And this is basically, in a nutshell, because it doesn't matter to them, and there isn't anything to give men or to do for them in relationships, yet they want relationships with men. So feminism has basically taught that men don't have any needs that women are required to meet in any relationship. I'm going to repeat that. Feminism has taught women that men do not have any needs that she is obligated or required to meet in any relationship with him, whether this is boyfriend, girlfriend, whether this is a marriage. Marriage doesn't mean anything to them. Again, this goes into the whole thing where I'm saying that there are women who just get wifed, and then there are wives. And that's a difference. It's a big, big difference, because wives, women who are wives, we actually care about what the men want so that we can give the men what they want, so that we can actually have a good foundation to the relationship, and so that the relationship can be actually sustained, right? We want the relationship to be sustained. So,
All right, guys, we're back. I had to do some editing right quick. Like I said, I don't have my clicker yet, so I can't click and do this remotely like this. But look, I want you to go and watch the original video. There's a small excerpt before she started going and articulating and critiquing the video. But for whatever reason, OBS, just the audio wouldn't work for me for whatever reason. So I'm going to leave a link to the original video in the description box below. But let's get into what she said. The main thing I took away from what Crimson Cure said was that feminism has done a number on our women today, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, whatever ethnical background you are. I think it's safe to say that when I've been in conversation with other women, whether, like I said, no matter what the race, whatever the background is, I really don't hear a lot of women ask, like, what do men want? Or if they even care to ask it. What I typically hear is, I want to be married, and I want to have a family, and I want to have this man come into my life and do these things and so on and so forth. And that's cool. But I really don't hear women ask that too often. Maybe I might be just running into the wrong women. That's a possibility, right? That's totally realistic. But I can't sit there and say that feminism hasn't contributed to, because I think it has. I really think it has. Supporting women's rights doesn't mean that you have to down men's rights at the same time, but I do find myself, when I'm in conversations, when I say anything about positive masculinity with the women I've run into, typically I get hit with, well, anything that's positive, that's masculine, is toxic. And it's like, damn, that's the default setting. And so hearing Crimson talk about this, I'm going to say there is some truth in that, but I know it's not everyone. But I don't want to play her entire video here because I really want y'all to go watch her stuff. Please go and support her channel. I think this sister has a lot of great viewpoints, a lot of unique viewpoints. I'm not going to lie, she's not the softest with her execution, but she's more of a tough love type of commentator, if that makes sense. But look, that's all I really got for you guys today. Let me know if y'all like this format. I messed with the audio settings a little bit, so I'm not yelling in the microphone. You can actually hear my deep baritone voice. I'm still getting used to it, still getting used to this setup, and I hope y'all enjoy it. But as y'all know, I'll be back in a week, next week, with another video. Y'all have a good one.